Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tatiana. I'm a business coach and mentor for women wanting to start their own stationery businesses. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you may have thought, how can you work with me? And so today I wanted to talk a little bit about that specifically. I noticed that I never actually sat down and really filmed a video where I talked about how to work with me, some of my different program options and things like that. So I think it's long overdue for us to talk about it. So if you've ever wanted to know a bit about what I offer, how to work with me, and just a bit more information, then definitely stay tuned. So there's lots of ways to work with me, whether it's through courses or my full program where we're kind of more face-to-face like this, or if it's through some of my digital products. There's a lot of different things that I have, and I absolutely love to offer different things to meet people where they are. So I have the Inspire Blueprint, the Handmade Planner Masterclass, the Creative Intensives, the Creatives Toolbox, the Planner and Notebook eBook, the first 10, and I even have like some other little fun things as well. So there's a ton of different ways to work with me, and so we are going to work through a little bit of what those are all about, who it's for. And so yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit more about that today to really give you some insight into how do you work with Tatiana Muse. At the time that I'm filming this video, I do have a really exciting May coaching special going on right now. So you can actually get up to 50% off on a lot of my programs and services that I offer. So make sure you click the link down below to learn a bit more on how to work with me, what all of the prices and the discounts and everything are. This is the lowest I've ever had things. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you all for being here. I have been doing coaching for the last almost 2 years now. It has been one of the best things I've ever done in my life. I feel so in my purpose. I feel like I really get an opportunity to help so many women get out of their own way, inspire them, and that has always just been my dream since I was a little girl. And it is such an honor to just be able to share my journey, just simply telling stories of what I've been through and what I know, to help so many of you. And so many of you have seen results and have been motivated and gotten exactly what you need from my channel for free. And so that is me fully living in my purpose that God has placed me here to do. And so I really just wanted to say that first. But sometimes there are instances where you look online, you try to find the answer on Google, you watch videos, and sometimes it's just hard to figure out where you fit into what you're trying to do. And so that is where I feel that coaching is helpful. I know for me, that was where it was. Even with my own business, coaching business, I was just kind of like, okay, I've never done this before. Let me work with a coach that can help me start my coaching business. And so it's just different levels of education throughout entrepreneurship, different levels of investment. And so with working with me, first of all, you're getting all of my knowledge and years of experience and things that I know to help you not make the same mistakes, to help you do things quicker, and just to help you just know the process from the beginning versus having to purchase the wrong things or try the wrong program or waste your time using XYZ. Like, I literally just tell you everything, and I just tell you it the first time so you don't have to waste the time. So definitely a big part of it is just saving yourself time. But really what working with me is all about is giving you the confidence and the clarity so that you can create freedom for yourself, so that you can create freedom to feel free in what you do, to do what you love. That creates then freedom for you to have more time to be with your family, more resources, more income for your family. That is what I'm all about, because as I have grown through my entrepreneurship ups and downs, the biggest thing I would say that it provides for me that I'm the most grateful for is the freedom. And of course, it comes along with a lot of responsibility. And so that is really where I help you to just, pull you up, really give you the ins and outs of the industry of how to do different things, whether you should do it handmade, whether you shouldn't, how much you should charge, where you should sell on, what you should talk about on your social media. Like, these are the different little bits and pieces that can sometimes be kind of hard to get from a video. Not even just mine, but anyone's video, because you're like, okay, well, that's great, but this is my situation. So how do I make this work for me? And so that is where my customized experience can come in, working with me. I'm all about getting you out of the idea phase, getting you unstuck out of that, helping you so that you launch and helping you avoid the feeling of launching and no one purchases, and helping you just get out of your own way to finally make the product, finally start the website, finally get the quote, you know, all of those things. And that's one of the main things a lot of my clients will say to me is, you just help me get out of the way. You help me with the process. You help me to get motivated. You help me to get moving. And a lot of times it's just hard to find that within ourselves. And so when I honestly say that this is God's work, y'all, like, it really is, because I was that same person back in 2015 when I was scared to start my own business as well. And so it's such a blessing to be able to do that for so many women that I work with. And also just to get you comfortable in your own shoes, to be able to create a business that you are proud of. The biggest thing is I lay it all out on the table for you. That's all I can say. I don't hold back. I've heard time and time again, like, oh my gosh, you tell us everything. And that's literally what it is. If you are investing in yourself, of course I'm gonna tell you everything. What am I holding more information back for? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So that is a bit of just working with me. And so there's different ways to work with me, of course, and kind of what that looks like. So I'll talk a little bit about that. And I'll kind of start with my main signature program. It's called the Inspire Blueprint. And the reason for starting with this is because it's the largest program that I have as of right now. Again, if you click the link down below, you'll be able to read a little bit more about specifically what comes with everything, how much everything costs. And if you get it on this May special, it's going to even be lower than the price that you'll see on there. So the Inspire Blueprint, y'all, is, first of all, it's the name of my coaching business, but it also is my signature program. It is a 3-month program, mini group program. Typically about 4 to 6 women will be in this together, and we work together over the course of 3 months. We meet twice a month, and every time we meet for roughly about an hour to 90 minutes, just depending on how many questions there are. And we are working through the curriculum of the Inspire Blueprint course. So on top of the coaching calls, you do also get a course that I have created, and it walks you through my build framework. So you're gonna learn the beginning, just, okay, what is your business here to do? Who are you serving? What's your mission? What's your vision? What's your purpose? Where is this business going? What's your brand story? You learn all of those foundational aspects that will then set you up to launch. So you learn about creating your first product, creating your opt-in, building an audience, what to post on social media, what is your launch strategy, when should you launch? All of those things are within the course, and then you have these calls to kind of support the course and to really help you to get through the different phases of it and get ready to launch your business. On top of that, you also have 2 calls with me individually. So it's a time for us to get on, we talk face-to-face, well, on Zoom, face-to-face, and it's just me and you. So it's an opportunity for me to help you even deeper with what you're struggling with, what you need help with. On a lot of these calls, I've helped clients start building out designs of their planner or their journal pages. We've troubleshooted the silhouettes and crickets and all kinds of things. I've pulled out things that I have. A lot of times they end up turning into therapy sessions because we just get to know each other so well. And so that is the premise of it. Now, on top of that, you do also get a lot of my other programs along with the Inspire Blueprint. Kind of just think of the Inspire Blueprint as like you get every freaking thing that I offer all in one. So as I'm mentioning all of this other stuff afterward, you get that with the Inspire Blueprint. It all comes with the Inspire Blueprint. So that's the main program that I have. The person that this would be for is someone that is really looking for kind of a one-stop shop in a way of just getting started, knowing the process. You want to get from taking this idea, organizing your thoughts, really getting solid on what you're doing, creating this product that you've been envisioning but you have no idea how to execute it, getting it on a platform to actually sell it, and then really building up an audience and connecting with an audience so that you can have a good launch and then your launch strategy. So if you're looking for that while having me to hold your hand along the way, then that is definitely going to be what I would say is the best route for you. And then once you go through that program, I also have the Inspire Blueprint community, which is all of my past clients that I've had where they are welcome to come to a monthly call that I hold. And that call is really nice just because everybody can get on. You're getting a chance to network with different women within the stationery industry. You have me, I'm on there, I pull up my screen, I show the back end of my Shopify, I show whatever y'all need. Like literally, I'm here to assist you. So that is kind of what you can expect with some of that. Again, for the full breakdown on it, make sure you click on that link. Then we get into what I would say is kind of like the next level of that, and that is some different one-on-one call options that I have. So I do have what is called the Creative Intensives. This is something that I actually had when I first started my coaching business. It went away for a little bit, and now it has come back and it has taken on a new life, because the way they work is, let's just say if you're like, okay, I don't really need the full program, but I do need help with X. So X might be, I just need help with Shopify. I just need help with launch strategy. I just need help with, I'm trying to think what's another one, product concept. So just getting out of your head and really getting mapped out into an idea. That is what the Creative Intensive is going to help you do. I have 5 different areas that you can work with me on for 90 minutes where we talk. It helps you to fill that gap. If you're confused, or if you're struggling, you're stuck, you're unsure, or you just really want me to help you walk through the process, like that is what that is for. So that call is for someone who is like, okay, I really just need help with this specific area. Please help me. We meet for 90 minutes. You have a recap call or replay, and then you also have a little bit of support after. I believe it's like a week of support after the fact. And I don't know if I mentioned, but the Inspire Blueprint, you get replays of everything. You can even see replays of all of the past calls and things too. So that's the Creative Intensives, as well as, let's say you maybe want to work with me on a couple of different areas. I do also sell it as what I call the 3-pack, and that's where you can actually purchase 3 of them together. Now again, this is on that May special. The Creative Intensives right now are 50% off. So you could technically get 3 calls for the price of what 1 normally costs. Just look into that and see. But that's kind of what the Creative Intensives is. So that is the main ways to work with me right now for an extensive amount of time. So I do have another one-on-one call that I'm doing, but I'm only doing it for a limited time. It's a 30-minute consultation call. It's basically just to get on, come, you can ask me any burning questions you have, and we can talk for about 30 minutes. And it's basically just a time for you to get some questions answered in that 30-minute time frame. I'm only offering that for the month of May, so I'm just kind of slipping it in here, but it's not typically something I offer, but it's my 30-minute creative chat is what I'm calling it for May. I bring them from time to time. They're really low cost, and it's just something that you can do if you're really just wanting to chat with me for a little bit and just get some help to get you going, get you motivated, give you a couple action steps. So that is all of kind of like my close options of how to work with me. So after that, I have the Handmade Planner Masterclass. This is more of a self-paced option. So if you are really I'll just say this is for someone who is like, okay, I don't need no hand holding. I don't need to know how to launch. I don't need to know how to do my business foundation or how to run the business. Like, you don't need any of those details. You're like, no, girl, I just need to know how to make this planner or make this journal. And within the course, I walk you through taking that concept that you have in your head, organizing it, turning it into an outline, designing it with an InDesign, and then creating it in either disc bound. So if you decide to do the discs, similar to like Happy Planner, how to laminate the cover on that, and then also the wire O bound and hardcover process. That is what you can get within that course. You're going to get the step-by-step on all of that. There's some done for you templates in there as well, some InDesign templates. I show you how to create like a sticker page for it if you would like, how to create tabs. That's what you're going to get in there. Now keep in mind, again, as I mentioned, the Inspire Blueprint does come with that. So you would actually get that course as part of the Inspire Blueprint program that I mentioned earlier on. So the Handmade Planner Masterclass is amazing for that. We do also have a quarterly Q&A that takes place for that class. The next one, I believe, is going to be in June or July, I think, for the next upcoming call. But all of the replays from all of the ones we've had are also housed within the course. And that course also has an ebook that comes with it as well. The ebook is actually something that I now have that is sold separately. It's something that's brand new for May, and it's actually at an introductory price for May. The ebook is going to basically take everything from the Handmade Planner Masterclass, and it really crunches it down to like a very simple way where you can just kind of read through it, understand the process, and just get a feel for like, okay, do I want to make this by hand? I give you some information on if you want to possibly get it manufactured, a couple places you can look into to get it manufactured, and then it just gives you a starting point to get started. Now, there's no process in there or anything super specific within the ebook because the ebook comes with the course typically. But if you're really just looking for somewhere to get started, you're looking for some information, some wins, the ebook might definitely be helpful for you, which is also now something you can get separately from the course. The Creatives Toolbox is another thing that I've had for a really long time as well. It recently got a facelift and looks a lot better than it used to. It used to live in a Google Doc, so it's definitely improved over the last 2 years, but it is literally a running list of all of the tools, equipment, podcasts, books, programs, anything that I use to run my business or to keep myself motivated to run my business is within the Creatives Toolbox. So that is what you can expect within that. And then the last thing I have is the first 10. This is actually, it's funny because the first 10 was the very first like dive into coaching that I did when I first was like, okay, I think I'm gonna have a coaching business. It was launched for the first time in, I want to say it was May of 2020, I believe. And it kind of like went away for a little bit, and then I brought it back last year because I thought it was just so good that I wanted to bring it back. And so basically the first 10 is really just giving you some action steps to get started, just so you can get a feel of what you need to be kind of thinking about in different areas. So it's literally the first 10 steps that I'm suggesting for you to start thinking about and looking into. So, you know, it starts with just kind of thinking about like, okay, who's your business for? You know, what is it that you want to sell? And I really just give you kind of some places to get started in each area. We talk a bit about launching. We talk a bit about planning for your business after your first launch, and quick little course where you just kind of get a little bit of a bite-sized piece of every little area. So it's almost like a miniature Inspire blueprint, but like really miniature, I guess is the way to explain it. And that would just be for someone that is kind of like, okay, I really just want something to get started. I need a process to follow. I need a roadmap to follow. I think that's a great starting course for you if you're just kind of really wanting to just dive in, all things just business, how to get started, what you should do first. It's a great place to start. So that is pretty much it. That is all of the ways currently as of May 2022, how you can work with me. And I hope that that kind of clears up some of the questions. I know I usually always will have information down in the description box of all of the videos, but I know not everybody always checks there. So hopefully this video will be a great place for you to come and see what are some of the different ways you can work with me. And now let's just say if for some reason you've watched this and you're still kind of like, I have no idea what I should be doing, what I should focus on. I do also have a 20-minute kickoff call, and that call is for us to get on. We chat a bit about what you have going on, kind of what are your business plans, your goals, things you're trying to achieve. And then I will basically kind of tell you like, okay, here's what I suggest that you do, whether it might be the Inspire Blueprint program or it might be something else. And that's kind of my different suggestions for you that way. So there's always that 20-minute call option. And it's just a chance for us to get on, and I provide you with what my recommendation would be for the best option for you, and then you can sign up and we can get started and work towards really getting your business off the ground. The last thing I will mention that I did not mention when I was talking about the Inspire Blueprint is I do have a new cohort of the Inspire Blueprint that is going to be getting started in June. So if that sounded like something where you're like, ooh girl, I need that, I really need it, then definitely take a moment to learn a little bit about that. But we are going to be kicking off the first week of June for the next cohort, and I would absolutely love to see you in there. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. It was really fun. I can't believe I've never done this. I've never sat down and talked about what I do, which I think is absolutely insane. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you are still watching, comment down below Muse, and I'll see you next time. Bye.